Morning, it's second day. I don't know why I was looking at my watch. It's not telling me the date. Actually, it's a new Fitbit. It's the it's half the price in Walmart than it is at home. I think it's the Inspire, so they're on offer. Result, I want to keep an eye on the steps, the amount of steps we're doing. I'll show you how many we did on day one, just so you get an idea of the amount of distance that you can cover on an Orlando vacation. It is, where's health? I don't know if you can see that. Does that say 30,000? So we did over 30,000 steps yesterday, and I've been really lazy this morning, so we've only done 1,700 steps, which is pants. Now, oh, do you like the hat? Guess where we're off? We are off to... That's right, Busch Gardens, Howl'o'scream tonight. You're going to have late nights. Last night at Halloween Horror Nights, I didn't intend to stay out until 12:30, 1 o'clock. We've just popped into premium outlets on Vineland, but we're booked into because we're going to the opening night at Howl'o'scream, it's going to be busy. There's going to be a late night. So what I've done is, although we've paid for an 11-night stay at the Royal Pacific, I've paid for a night's stay in La Quinta, which is a hotel next to Busch Gardens. Apparently it's directly opposite. It looks like it is on the map. I've not been there before, but I didn't want to walk out of Howl'o'scream tonight at beyond midnight and then have a 2-hour drive all the way back to the Royal Pacific in Orlando. I thought it was just safer. I think it's less than $100. I think it's like $95 or something. So that works out about 42 quid each. So 40 quid, don't have to drive back at 2 o'clock in the morning. But we could check in, have a shower, and when we rock up to Howl'o'scream, we're all nice and fresh. Which is another bonus, and I think breakfast is included, so it's a no-brainer doing that anyway. I've got this heat rash on my leg. It's nothing to do with Florida. I had it because I wear wellies and boots all the time at work, so it rubs away the hairs on your leg, so occasionally you get it's like a heat rash on your leg. So I come away, it's all right, got a little rash on my leg, no big deal. On the first night, I'd put my cream on and put it next to the sink. Now, I passed out when we got here about, I think 8 o'clock. I was gone. I was in the land of Nod until about 10:30, 11 when I got woke up. You know, I was getting rollocked in my sleep at 11 o'clock. I woke up. What is it? She said, I don't know what you've done with the toothpaste. That this toothpaste is horrible. I've spat it out. It nearly made me sick. Yeah, my cortisol cream. I'd stuck on the sink. She put it all across her toothbrush, done her teeth, spat out, nearly puked up. Woke me up to tell me off about it. This is her calling me now. What? Hello? I'm in the car, I'll be there in a minute. Have you seen Tim Tracker yet? You're just sitting on a bench waiting for me. Well, why don't you go in the Disney shop and see if you can find him? That's what you wanted to come for. There's a big queue going in there. Alright, I'll be there in a second. Alright, bye. She's all fed up because she said there's a big queue getting in there and she's not seen Tim. Oh well. Drive down to Tampa, check into the hotel, get ready for Howl'o'scream. Should be a good trip. She told me off yesterday. She said I was a juvenile child, a Bart Simpson head. I was a child for bringing a juvenile, like a proper idiot for bringing a Bart Simpson head on holiday, then hiding in the wardrobe to jump out and scare her. And she said I should grow up. And I said, well, I don't need to grow up. I just need to look up. And when I look at you, I throw up. And then your mum goes around the corner and licks it up. So as you can agree, I'd gained the higher ground in that argument. And I won. Of course I'm going to bring it. I actually brought my Hulk hands, but I had to chuck them out the case at the last minute. My big Hulk hands, you know, Hulk smash, the big green things. They're Caelan's, but I nicked them off him. But I just couldn't get them in the case. Otherwise, I was just going to spend 11 days just stomping around the hotel room, banging them until it drove her mad. But I just couldn't fit them in. Maybe they've got some in here. I'll go and have a look. All right. Ali's in a mood because she didn't see Tim, so she's sulking. and that was horrendous. There's about 1,000 people in a little shop. Made it down to Tampa. It's hot. It's about 250 degrees and I'm melting. But look behind me. Look what there is. Here you go. How's that? I think that's telling you. Oh, I was faffing around trying on my new Havaianas. Look, nice colour. Yep. New. They're only about 12 quid from Amazon. Or just being a div and not looking where I was going. I just tripped over my flip flops in the front. Dropped the phone, the new S10, and it's got a crack down the side. Hang on a sec. You can see. Let me just. Is that better? Do you want more of 80 or less of 80? Do you want tipped over 80? As you can tell, I'm bored. Right, let's see how warm this water is. Let's go and have a look. If I put the eyes just there, it makes it look like a little wonky boobs. Look. No, really, only minions. I'm getting funny looks from people. Can't wait to get on it! Still look good. It does. My handsome beast. Front of free pass, $45. You go on all the rides and without waiting. And we walked straight on that. That was Insomnia. Brilliant, really good. Imagine being stuck inside a nut house. Yeah, there's nutters everywhere. It's really good, quite confined. Loads of scare actors in there. So it's getting a bit dark, so just going to dive on Montu while we can. Jump on this beast and get this done. Am I still pretty? it's time for a bit of Cobra's Curse.
Okay, so could I just say,
oh yeah,
meet the big guy.
Hey, how's it going?
The double T, Tim Tracker. Say hello to North Wales in the UK.
Oh, hi North Wales in the UK.
Oh, nice to meet you, mate. Thank you. Take care. Tim Tracker, the double T. Have some of that. Check out that road. It's a long way down that. I've been waiting to go on this, and now we're here. It's in the night time, but I'll go on about this pass later, but you've got to get this one of these. $45. That's what you skip for $45. Look at that. So you can skip that in every house, and you skip that on, I wouldn't say every ride, because the rides have been quiet, but we've most probably got, I don't know, 30 people in front of us, that's it, and there's at least 300 there, so do it. Just counted, there were 16 people in front of us versus 16 versus that. So, this looks good. Watch this. Watch this when they go past. Look how quick this is.
Boarding guests, step carefully and quickly to the seat.
Good. We are going into the black spot. And it's meat market. All right, mate. It's decidedly unhealthy sitting here. Yeah, I feel like your gore and your blood and you're screaming. That's the one for you. That was alright. It was good. Like an abattoir full of teenage girls cut in half, sort of thing. It was alright. Look at that angry little cabbage patch with a machine gun. Keep moving, infected stuff. Say hello to the UK. Oh. Cheers. Scary stuff. Opening night at Howl'o'scream, and the last house to go on is that was saving the best till last. Deathwater Bay was the best. I'm glad we did that last. Great touch that they've got the scare actors outside.
Need a checkup? What's so funny?
Your eyes.
My eyes?
You might need glasses. Oh, you've got glasses.
Everything.
You've got an eyeball on your spoon.
Yes. I like to take my patient's eyes. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, good night and thank you.
Drive safe.
The night, how did the night go? Brilliant. I thoroughly recommend it. Howl'o'scream was a good laugh. I love Busch Gardens. We always come down to Busch Gardens in the daytime. Regardless of what time of year it is, we always make the trip down here at least once during our vacation. But that's the first time that I've always wanted to come to Howl'o'scream, but this is the first time that we've actually said, no, this year we are going to do 2 trips to Tampa. We'll have one that's specifically for Howl'o'scream, and I am so glad that I booked into a hotel that was close by. I'm not bothered about the extra cost. It's that 2-hour drive, being tired. We've done, and this was a really quiet day, just this evening. So this is just at Howl'o'scream. I'll show you. 21,920 steps. So 22,000 steps just at Howl'o'scream. It must be at least 10 miles we've done this evening. The sets, they were really good. They were different to Halloween Horror Nights for anyone that's comparing the two. I think Halloween Horror Nights seems to be a bigger budget. The sets are from some of the most famous films ever made, like Ghostbusters, biggest TV shows in the world, Stranger Things. But saying that, when I walked through Deathwater Bayou at the end there was no difference. But I still got the scares. I always do. Because the thing with it is, they've designed a scene for you to look in one particular direction. So I'm always drawn to that direction. I play along, and if you're supposed to be looking at someone getting mutilated on a table in the corner of the room, say, it's all pretend, don't write in or anything. But I'm drawn there, I'm looking at it. So whatever scare actors are going to be jumping out from the hidden places, they're going to get me, because I'm playing along. And every single house I go through, I get lots of scares. I don't walk through looking for where they're hiding. I go in to be scared. And I am. And I get me money's worth. There you go. I don't know if you've got that Howl'o'scream pass. That was $45 online. I think the longest we waited was 2 minutes, and that was only on 2 houses. We literally just walked to the front of the line and walked straight in. And Deathwater Bayou was brilliant. There were elements like there were in Seeds of Extinction from Halloween Horror Nights last year, where there's people in camouflage. I just didn't see them until they're literally a foot away from my face. Then they leap out and jump out at me, at which point I jump across the other side of whatever corridor we're in, literally banging off the walls. They just get me a freak out, and I love it, and it's brilliant. We will be back at Busch Gardens next week, so we'll get some of the rides in the daytime for anyone that hasn't been, and I'll put the GoPro on again, and you can have a good look at what they're like. They're all great. But thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button, and you can see more of the videos. Be nice to give me a thumbs up. That'd be good. Oh, topping it all off, yeah, what a day. Met the Double T, Tim Tracker. So a cracking night, absolutely cracking night. What we're doing tomorrow, I'm not entirely sure, because I'm too tired and I can't remember. But thanks for watching. And we come up with a catchphrase today. Back row is best. I'll catch you later. What about this? Is this my room? I keep knocking on the wrong room because I keep forgetting which number's ours. I knocked on that one there, and that's even on the wrong side of the room, so I'm obviously a bit of a pleb. What about this? We're coming here for food. Found the best thing in it.